Humans have been telling stories about improbable, inexplicable, or even impossible things since they learned how to tell stories, even though they can't be proven or are clearly preposterous. One of those stories is the legend of Mel'S Hole, simply known as Mel's Hole. So I'm your host, Kingsley. You're watching Kingsley TV. Let's dive into Mel's Hole. Uh, mm, um, the story of Mel's Hole was introduced to the public on a public platform where tales of the inexplicable were routinely and even eagerly told. This was called Coast to Coast AM. You may have heard of it. The radio show was usually hosted in the um, early hours of the morning by the late Art Bell. Now, I'll tell you now, Art Bell was fantastic. My favourite radio show DJ. In Coast to Coast AM, it's amazing. You can actually go on YouTube and listen to episodes of Art Bell's Coast to Coast. I strongly recommend you do it because it's so interesting. He talks about all sorts. UFOs, aliens, ghosts, Bigfoot, mysteries, Mel's Hole. Even that's on there. I'll put a link to Mel's Hole, just above the comments section, okay? You'll be able to listen to that episode of Art Bell. It's very, very interesting. On February the 21st of 1997, Art Bell had a guest who called himself Mel Waters. This gentleman claimed to own a property near Ellensburg in Washington, in the foothills of the Cascade Mountain Range. On this property was a hole whose depth seemed to be endless. Indeed, Mel Waters claimed he had dropped 80,000 feet of fishing line down this hole, and he still hasn't reached the bottom. That distance is a bit over 15 miles. Yeah, a bit over 15 miles. And he never touched the bottom of the hole. No, it's weird. Not only was the hole deep, but it seemed to have supernatural properties. Yeah. Mel Waters claimed that after his neighbour had tossed his dead dog into the hole, it returned like something out of the movie Pet Sematary. Mel Waters claimed that his own live dogs wouldn't go anywhere near the hole. The hole also allegedly emitted a black beam into the sky. From time to time, this black beam would actually happen. Yeah, it's weird. Mel Waters said that because of inexplicable activity like this, the government seized his property, but gave him money to move to Australia. I mean, that's a bit extreme. The government wanted to give him money to go and live in Australia. I mean, Mel lived in Washington, in America. Very odd though, don't you think? Another thing about Mel's Hole is that it is near the military's Yakima Training Centre, or Yakima Training Centre. Some people claim that the centre hides the activities of extraterrestrials. People who believe in the hole's existence think it was one of the reasons that the government seized Mel'S property and basically kicked him out of the United States. Mel'S returned as a guest of Coast to Coast AM in the year 2000 and 2002. Rebroadcast of his interviews went a long way in building the urban myth of his bottomless pit. The internet also ramped up interest in the hole, yet the location of Mel's Hole is yet to be pinpointed. But I've got something good to tell you about that in a minute. Some people have sworn they have seen this hole. They also speak of a half-native, half-white shaman who calls himself Red Elk, but whose real name appears to be Gerald Osborne. Now, get this. I remember quite a while back when I first heard about this. I thought, I'm going to try and find this on Google Earth. And I typed in the coordinates and this, that and the other. And I found where Mel'S lived. And I found the hole right near where he lived. I assume it's the hole. I mean, it does exist. I mean, this photo that I'm showing now, next to me, apparently that was taken, you know, someone looking down Mel's Hole and taking a photo. Thing is that I don't know if that's a pair of eyes. I don't know what that is. Could be pareidolia. I don't know. Unless whoever took the photo deliberately put those two dots there up. I ain't got a clue. But yeah, I actually came across it. Stupidly enough, I didn't screenshot. This was about 3 years ago, before Kingsley TV came about, obviously. And you could see this big hole, which I assume is Mel's Hole. So I do believe it exists. Now, I've recently looked again to see if I can find it. And even though I found the location again, that hole is gone. It's as if it's been blurred out. It's not there. It's weird. Why would they hide it? And not only that, there are some photos of Mel's Hole, which I assume is Mel'S standing by the hole, which I will be showing you soon in this broadcast. And I will say, while I'm on the subject as well, my dog Toby, he will be reporting live from Mel's Hole in Washington, USA, a little later. Be quite interesting. So let's carry on, you know, with the rest of the story, okay? Red Elk has also claimed to have seen this black beam and described it as a black flashlight in the day. The hole is also allegedly guarded by a weird lamb creature. Meh, meh. Anyway, Red Elk said that his father showed him the hole when he was a child, and it is the abode of beings that have been here even before humans. They live underground because the climate of the Earth, or at least the Pacific Northwest, is intolerable to them. The aliens are not benevolent, according to Red Elk. Their goal is to enslave humans and to use them as provender. They didn't create the hole. It was originally a sort of lava tube for Mount Rainier, even though lava tubes rarely go down more than 100 feet. The majestic mountain is still an active stratovolcano. The Seattle Museum of Mysteries features the paranormal, including Bigfoot, of course, crop circles, haunted places, and UFOs. My kind of content. If you use the ghost communication box, also known as a spirit box, you can ask Kurt Cobain about the best local restaurants apparently as well. Yeah. The museums sponsors trips to look for Mel'S hole. According to Philip Lipson, co-director of the museum, the hole is like the Moby Dick of the Northwest. Dicks and holes, I mean, whoosh. It looks like there are a good number of Ahabs, because the hole is so hard to find. Some people believe that the government deliberately covered it up, which is what I said, because like I said earlier, I found that hole at Mel'S hole on Google Earth. That was like 3 years ago. Recently I've tried looking again, found the place, but that hole is no longer there. Very odd. Definitely something being covered up. Or else if I wasn't, why cover it up? Does the hole exist? I personally think it does. But according to geologist Jack Powell of the Washington State Department of Natural Resources, the terrain in the area cannot support a hole that's even a fraction as deep as Mel'S hole. Like we said, that hole is that deep. Mel Waters himself lowered 15 miles worth of fishing line down that hole and never touched that bottom. Bottom of the hole. So it's obviously deeper than 15 miles. But, according to Jack Powell, a 15-mile deep hole is also improbable, given how geologically active this area is. The sheer pressure and heat at such a depth would cause the hole to collapse in on itself. Geologists believe that what Mel Waters saw, if he saw anything at all, was just an old mine shaft. So far, the very deepest mine shaft in the world is the Mponeng gold mine in South Africa. The mine is a mere 2.5 miles deep. The deepest borehole is the Kohler Super Deep, which is a staggering 7,619 miles deep, found in western Russia. So, I mean, what do we do? I mean, that is just so fascinating. I'm going to try and have a look at this as well. These other two holes at a later date. That'd be quite interesting to look into. Maybe they're a connection with Mel'S hole. Who knows? Still, speculation about Mel'S hole is sort of fun. There has been at least one art exhibit built around it. It was called Aspects of Mel'S Hole. Artists respond to a paranormal land event occurring in radio space and held at Santa Ana, California's Grand Central Art Center in 2008. 41 artists and artists' groups participated in this event. By the way, an investigation discovered that no one named Mel Waters ever lived in Ellensburg or owned property there. So, along with the hole, it's possible that Mel himself is actually a myth. But before we go, I mean, like I say, I'll put a link to the Art Bell episode on YouTube where he speaks about Mel'S hole. I think it's about 2 hours long, but it's so fascinating. I mean, they say Mel Waters didn't exist. Well, he did, because he's on the Art Bell show. Maybe he was using an alias. Mel Waters wasn't really his real name. But the guy did exist. This hole, I believe, is real. And I do believe the American government have simply covered it up. How? I don't know. Gonna take a hell of a lot of cement. But, check this out as well. I also read online that some people had found Mel'S hole. Yeah. They'd found it. And they'd attached a voice recorder on, I think it's 1,000-foot cable. And they lowered it down. And they were shocked what they recorded. Yeah. They recorded what sounded like, and you can actually find this on YouTube. It sounds like people screaming. Like people are in distress. This is why people think, is this the entrance to hell? Or one of the entrances to hell. I mean, what are these noises that they picked up on this recording? I mean, seriously. They'd never faked it. They were extremely distressed by this. And you, like I say, I forgot what you type in now on YouTube. Type in strange noises recorded in Mel'S hole. And I'm not on about farting. But, you know, give it a go. It's quite interesting. I mean, I didn't think I could have just played it on here, couldn't I? But, perhaps when I do a live YouTube stream, perhaps we can listen to it together. It'd be quite interesting to hear your thoughts on this. Also, as well, according to Mel Waters, people used to throw just endless amounts of rubbish down there. I mean, loads of rubbish, trash in bin bags. and not once did they ever hear anything hit the ground. It's just like it just kept on falling and falling. But is it really the entrance to hell? Well, we're going to go live to Toby, who's now at Mel's hole. So, let's go to Toby. Okay, Toby, you're live on Kingsley TV. Reporting live from Mel's hole. Is Toby, where are you? Toby? Toby? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Stuck in Mel's hole. I'm not all the way down here, by the way. But yeah, I fell down Mel's hole. And, I'm stuck. I need help.
What do you mean? How the hell did you fall down there? I mean, Toby, there's barbed wire around. Look. How the hell did you fall down that hole?
Sorry, there's like a 2-second delay. Well, I was having a poo. And, I'm a dog, so, you know. Us dogs, we kick the dirt over the poo. Well, I was doing that and I slipped. And I fell down Mel's hole. I'm not all the way down, but, yeah. And I've tried barking, see if I can get anyone's attention, but no, nothing.
Oh, great. Try barking again. I mean, try.
Oh, pardon me. Okay. Oh, that tickled. No, it's no good, Kingsley. It's no good. Just trying to think.
How about call 911? That'll help.
Are you serious? 911? You really think that they'll believe me? It's like, hello, this is 911. Can I take your call? Yes, madam. I'm a dog that can talk, and I fell down Mel's hole. Is this a prank call, sir? No, it's bloody not. Are you sure? Yes, madam. I'm stuck in a hole. I mean, seriously, Kingsley. They're not gonna believe me. I mean, I can claw out. I mean, I am a dog. I've got claws. And I can try and get out the hole. So, I think that's the, yeah. That's the only option. Oh. I've got... Oh!
Toby? Toby? Toby! Answer me! Answer! Toby!
I'm here, 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 I'm here. Oh. Echo. I'm okay. Oh. My farts echo. Quite cool. Smells. Hang on. I'm just trying to claw my way. Give me a couple of minutes. Things like, okay.
Okay. Just be careful, please. Yeah, I don't... What the... Oh, God. He's such a silly dog. He really is. Oh, no. Oh. Hang on. Going back to Toby.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's quite easy to climb. I'm back to where I was. Yeah. Smells in here. Mel, you nearly... Not nearly, I'm knackered after climbing that. Mel really needs to clean his hole. He really... That's wrong.
Okay. Well, I don't mean to sound selfish, Toby, but what's it like down there? Can you give us a description?
Okay. It's dark, damp, cold, smells, that's it really, bit dirty. I'm gonna need a bath. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. And I've not heard any screaming coming from down here. Because you told me on the plane that someone recorded noises of like screams and cries. Yeah, anyway, not heard none of that.
So you don't think it's true? I mean, no?
No, a complete load of bollocks. But it doesn't mean it's not real. It just means that I've not heard it. And us dogs, we've got good hearing. And I've not heard not even a fly fart. Other than myself, of course. I'm the first dog ever to fart in Mel'S hole. Right, I'm getting out of here. Oh, hello everybody. This is Toby live from Mel'S hole in Washington, USA. I've got a plane to catch, need a bath, need something to eat and drink. And I'm heading back to England. So, toodaloo, and I love you all. Okay, love you all. I'm fine. I'll get out of here. Don't you worry. Okay, speak to you soon, Kingsley.
Okay, speak to you soon, Toby. Right, okay, right. So, that was Toby reporting, live from Mel's Hall in Washington, USA. Yeah, he's fine. He'll be okay. Ugh, trust him to fall down. I mean, really? Bloody idiot. But I'm just gonna load a couple of photos, and that one appears to be Mel Waters standing by this hole. So I'm just gonna change the layout. Here we go. And the image. This is the image of... Oh, no, it's not that one. Not that one. That's weird. We did have Mel standing by his hole. Just bear with me. I mean, there's a black and white photo, apparently, of Mel's hole, but I'm not sure because the inside looks to be made of bricks. But here's that photo. Yeah, I don't think that's Mel's hole, unless they bricked the inner rim to prevent it from caving in. But then again, Toby fell down. It weren't brick then. Rather interesting. I can't believe we're looking at Mel's hole. But apparently, some people have said this is Mel's hole. I don't believe it is. I just don't. The photo, I think. Let me just look it up here. Here it is. Just loading up. This apparently is Mel's hole. And I think that... Let me just see if I can... That... Apparently... So I've been told. That's Mel Waters. Yep. But that's apparently the hole. See, there's no bricks there, so around the rim. That sounds bad, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that is apparently the Mel's hole. Yeah. Be interesting. I'd be lowered down that. I mean, I'm a daredevil. I'm not just a red bear, but I'm a daredevil. Anyway, yeah, interesting. But yeah, I'll be putting the link to the Art Bell episode of Mel's Hole, and I highly recommend listening to Art Bell's other radio shows that he's done. Sadly, in 2018, Art Bell sadly passed away. And he was my favourite radio DJ ever. And I think it was 2018, yeah. So Art Bell is no longer with us. And I'm a huge fan of his Coast to Coast. There are other radio DJs that have carried it, on since, that still do them apparently to this day. So check it out. Well worth it. Right, I'm off. And thank you so much for tuning in and listening. I will look more into this, just like I will on any of the other shows that I'll do in the future, and give you any updates that I find. Okay, so thanks again for watching. I love you all, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I don't care if you like. I mean, you watch, that's good enough. But yeah, subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And again, check the link above the comments for the Art Bell episode. And I'll speak to you all soon. Okay? Take care then. Bye! Toodaloo!
Hello? Anyone? Anybody there? Yoo-hoo! Hello? Anybody there? I'm parched, really thirsty. Anyone? No? No one? Okay. Right, better start climbing. Oh, bit of wind. Okay. Right then. Better start climbing then. Okay. Yoo-hoo! Anyone? No? No one.